Okay, most of us text, everybody, from our family to our romantic partners, but things can get tricky when you type sometimes. A new book with a Valentine's Day release entitled Speaking in Thumbs. Nick thinks that's, is that cute? Seeks to help singles decode dating text. Dr. Mimi Winsberg, the author and a psychiatrist, joining us now from San Francisco. Hi, you got a big smile on your face. We love that. I have to tell you, doctor, talking on the phone to me is very intimate. I would think a lot of people think, I mean, you have somebody up close to you speaking, but we do it so commonly that maybe we don't think of it as intimate. Is texting intimate or impersonal?
I think texting has really become a very intimate language. You know, it's a pretty novel language. We started texting in 2007, but now it's the dominant mode of communication, especially in our romantic relationships, because we get to know people on online dating sites by texting, and then we start to form intimacy. And a lot of couples use it as a form of very intimate communication.
And really, when you're texting someone in the beginning and getting to know them, what is your best advice? Because I think a lot of times, just like we do on Twitter or on other social media platforms, we can type before we think, and we can say things that could be easily misread. So do you agree with that? And what do you think is the best way to kind of foster trust when you're texting?
Yeah, no, I do think that's true. And what I do in the book is I give people tools both to recognize who the person they are texting with is. So in other words, what personality traits does this person have? Are they extroverted? Are they going to be accountable in a relationship? Are they a little bit neurotic? We can see all these things in our early text messages. I also give people tools to look at attachment style in a person. And then I talk about how you might be able to present yourself well too, and ask the right questions early in a relationship, and to see whether there's chemistry that's developing or even compatibility down the road.
Okay, so give an example for all the viewers watching who are hoping for romance in 2022. What is something you want to text a person to give them a picture of who you really are?
Well, I think the first thing you want to do is actually ask questions. So I think a lot of people get too hung up on presenting themselves, and they forget to try to understand, who is this person I'm talking to? But I think the other thing is, I mean, we're all putting our best foot forward when we first meet somebody, but I think you want to type in full sentences. You know, I think that's clear. And then also, you know, use the kinds of emojis that really reflect sort of who you are, and use the word choice that might reflect who you are. And I give people tools to do that. So an extroverted, for instance, might use words like mouth, open, restaurant, drinks. Those are typical words that an extrovert would use. And they might also use a thumbs up emoji or a smiley face. Whereas somebody who's less extroverted would use perhaps like a loudly crying face, or other emojis that are less open and friendly.
I definitely use a lot of smiley faces in text because I don't want people to think I'm just flat, like with no emotion. So it's always important to like put the smiley face, even if you're not smiling, just so people don't think you're just like abrupt or cold. But one quick question for you, because we're out of time. What's the biggest mistake people make when they're texting each other?
Well, I think that, you know, not reading the text out loud in your head and thinking about how is that going to sound when the other person reads it. I think sometimes we type too quickly, and that can lead to a lot of misunderstanding.
Okay. And I would say compliments. Give lots of compliments. Don't give too many, but show some love on there. All right, Dr. Mimi Winsberg, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.